Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Preview Cincinnati Open WTA quarterfinals. Aryna Sabalenka, Coco Gauff, and Iga Swiatek all still in it to win it. The 2025 Cincinnati Open has delivered thrilling upsets, intense battles, and standout performances, and now the women's singles draw reaches its quarterfinal stage. With semifinal spots on the line, some of the sport's biggest names remain in contention, while a few dark horses look to continue their surprising runs. Fans can expect high-quality tennis, powerful rallies, and moments of sheer brilliance as each player fights to advance to the next round. Here is a look at the upcoming matchups, in order of play. Iga Swiatek vs. Aryna Sabalenka. Third seed Iga Swiatek has been imperious on her way to the quarterfinals, starting with a 6-1, 6-4 win over Anastasia Potapova in the opening round. She then received a walkover against Marta Kostyuk in the round of 32 before defeating Aryna Sabalenka 6-4, 6-3 in the round of 16, showcasing her ability to stay focused and control rallies. Opposite her is 28th seed Aryna Sabalenka, who has carved out an impressive run herself. She opened her campaign with a hard-fought 7-6-4, 4-6, 6-1 victory over Peyton Stearns, followed it with a gritty 7-5, 6-4 win against number 5 seed Amanda Anisimova, and then took down 12th seed Ekaterina Alexandrova 3-6, 7-6, 5, 6-1. This will be their second career meeting, with Sabalenka having won their only previous encounter 6-4, 6-4 in the Dubai semifinals earlier last year. Swiatek's aggressive baseline dominance and consistency will be tested against Sabalenka's tactical resilience and ability to hit winners under pressure. Expect a fast-paced clash where Swiatek will need to assert her game early, while Sabalenka aims to capitalize on any lapses in concentration. Aryna Sabalenka vs. Aryna Rybakina. Top seed Aryna Sabalenka has demonstrated her trademark power and resilience en route to the quarterfinals. She began her campaign with a 7-5, 6-1 win over Marketa Vondrousova in the opening round, and then survived a thrilling three-set battle against Emma Raducanu, 7, 6-3, 4-6, 7-6, 5, in the round of 32. Most recently, Sabalenka defeated Jessica Buza's Monero 6-1, 7-5 in the round of 16, showing both her dominance and ability to close out tighter moments. Aryna Rybakina, the 9th seed, has also been in formidable form. She started with a 4-6, 6-0, 7-5 win over Renata Zarazua in the round of 64, then edged Elise Mertens 4-6, 6-3, 7-5 in the round of 32. In her round of 16 clash, Rybakina overcame Madison Keys in a nail-biting three-setter, 6-7-3, 6-4, 6-2, showcasing her calm under pressure and big-hitting baseline game. The two have a long-standing rivalry. Sabalenka leads their head-to-head 7-4, including a narrow 7-6, 3-6, 7-6 victory in Berlin 2025. Their matches are consistently close, often decided in 3 sets or tiebreaks, highlighting how evenly matched their power games and mental resilience are. This quarterfinal promises high-intensity baseline rallies, with Sabalenka looking to dictate, with her aggressive strokes and Rybakina aiming to absorb pressure and strike at the right moments. Past encounters suggest it could be decided by just a few crucial points, making for a gripping showdown. Varvara Gracheva vs. Veronika Kudermetova. Varvara Gracheva, coming through the qualifiers, has been in impressive form. She started her main draw campaign with a 6-4, 3-6, 6-3 win over Katie Volinets, then defeated Sofia Kenin 6-7-7, 6-3, 6-3 in the round of 64. Gracheva continued her run by overcoming Karolina Machova 6-2, 6-4 in the round of 32, before dispatching Ella Seidel 2-6, 6-1, 6-1 in the round of 16. Her mix of consistency from the baseline and fighting spirit has made her a difficult opponent for higher-ranked players. Meanwhile, Veronika Kudermetova has shown experience and resilience. She began with a 6-1, 6-3 win over Susan Lamens in the round of 128, then defeated Belinda Bencic 6-4, 7-6-0 in the round of 64. Kudermetova continued by beating Clara Tauson 3-6, 7-6-4, 6-4 in the round of 32, and most recently defeated Magda Linette 6-4, 6-3 in the round of 16. Her aggressive baseline game, coupled with strong serve placement, has carried her past 3 tough-seeded opponents in a row. Varvara Gracheva and Veronika Kudermetova have met twice on the WTA Tour, with Kudermetova winning both encounters. Kudermetova has clearly held the upper hand historically, and her higher ranking and greater experience suggest she enters their quarterfinal clash as the favorite, although Gracheva's recent run through qualifiers shows she has the resilience to challenge higher-ranked opponents. Coco Gauff versus Jasmine Paolini. Jasmine Paolini and Coco Gauff both head into the round of 16, having shown strong form in the opening rounds. Paolini has impressed with victories over Maria Sakkari, 7-6-2, 7-6-5, and Ashlyn Kruger, 7-6-2, 6-1, before blitzing past Barbara Krejcikova 6-1, 6-2 to secure her place in the last 16. On the other hand, Gauff has cruised through her matches, defeating Sinyu Wang 6-3, 6-2, and Lucia Bronzetti 6-2, 6-4, with a walkover against Diana Yastremska, giving her additional rest. Their head-to-head history suggests a tightly contested clash. The pair are tied 2-2, with Paolini winning their most recent meetings in Rome and Stuttgart this year, both in straight sets. However, both wins came on clay, and Gauff could take heart from her success at this very tournament 2 years ago, when she defeated Paolini 6-3, 6-2 in the quarterfinals. She may hope history can repeat itself. Paolini's experience at 29, combined with her ability to neutralize Gauff's power with precise shot-making, will be tested against Gauff's athleticism and aggressive baseline game. Expect a battle of contrasting styles, where Paolini's tactical consistency meets Gauff's explosive play. Looking ahead to the semifinals, the draw promises some mouth-watering clashes. Aryna Sabalenka could face either Iga Swiatek or Anastasia Kalinskaya, while Coco Gauff is likely to meet either Varvara Gracheva or Veronika Kudermetova if they all advance. These potential matchups pit powerful baseline games against crafty shotmakers, setting the stage for high-intensity battles as the tournament heads into its final stages. With so much talent on display, fans can expect drama, upsets, and thrilling tennis right up to the last point. Preview: Cincinnati Open WTA Quarterfinals Fire. Aryna Sabalenka, Coco Gauff, and Iga Swiatek all still in it to win it. Buy your name. Cincinnati in August feels like a furnace. The court shimmers in the Midwest heat. The crowd pulses with anticipation, and the women's draw has ignited into something fierce, poetic, and downright unmissable. The WTA quarterfinals of the 2025 Cincinnati Open are upon us, and the stage is stacked with talent, tension, and tectonic-level tennis. 3 queens remain standing, each with their own fire, flaws, and fighting spirit. Aryna Sabalenka, the muscle and menace of Belarus; Coco Gauff, America's hope and hardcourt hurricane; and Iga Swiatek, Poland's chess master with a forehand like a scalpel. This isn't just a tournament anymore. It's a battleground for momentum heading into the U.S. Open, just 2 weeks away. Let's take a creative dive into what makes this year's quarterfinals so electric, and why Sabalenka, Gauff, and Swiatek might just be playing not just for a trophy, but for history. Direct hit Aryna Sabalenka, the powerhouse with a point to prove. The world knows Aryna Sabalenka for her blistering pace and raw aggression, serve like a missile, ground strokes like jackhammers. But in Cincinnati, she's brought more than just brute force. She's brought resolve. After a heartbreaking loss in the Wimbledon semifinals and a shaky performance in Toronto, Sabalenka walked into Ohio with something to prove. Not to the crowd, not even to her critics, but to herself. "Every match is a war," she said after dispatching her third-round opponent in straight sets. "I'm not here to play safe. I'm here to dominate." And dominate she has. Her road to the quarters has been paved with clinical efficiency, powerful serving, fearless ball striking, and a new sense of emotional control that's often been her Achilles heel. When Aryna's locked in, she's almost untouchable. But her quarterfinal test is a brutal one. A rising star from Asia who plays with rhythm and guile, and who's already pulled off 2 upsets this week. Sabalenka's strength has never been in question. Her challenge? Channeling that fire without letting it burn her. If she gets it right, she could steamroll her way not just to the final, but straight into Flushing Meadows with a statement win. Quarterfinal matchup: Sabalenka versus rising star. Prediction: Sabalenka in 3 brutal sets. Tornado Coco Gauff, the home hero growing into a giant. The crowd doesn't just support Coco Gauff, they believe in her. It's something deeper than fandom, it's faith. Faith that the teenager who once took Wimbledon by storm is now ready to become a consistent champion. And oh, how she's delivering. Fresh off a title in Washington and a deep run in Toronto, Gauff has brought her best to the Buckeye State. Her serve is clicking, her footwork is electric, and, perhaps most importantly, her forehand, long considered her technical weakness, has been surgically efficient. Her third-round match was a revelation. Down a set, facing breakpoint after breakpoint, she flipped the script with defense that borders on the supernatural. Then came the explosion, winners down the line, smashes at net, and fist pumps that shook the rafters. "I've been working on staying aggressive," Gauff said, "trusting myself more, believing I belong at the top." And belong she does. Ranked number 3 in the world, Gauff's Cincinnati campaign is her latest chance to show she's more than just hype. She's hardcourt royalty in the making. In the quarters, she'll face an experienced veteran, crafty, seasoned, and dangerous. But Coco's not playing scared anymore. She's playing like she expects to win. Quarterfinal matchup: Gauff versus veteran dark horse. Prediction: Gauff in 2 tight sets, with a highlight reel or 2. Performing arts: Iga Swiatek, the artist versus the arena. Iga Swiatek doesn't just play tennis, she composes it. Her game is a blend of power and poetry, topspin and timing. But if there's one surface where she's been challenged, it's the fast American hardcourts. Yet this week, she's adjusting and evolving. In previous summers, Swiatek's Cincinnati performances have been modest. Her topspin-heavy game, so lethal on clay, occasionally misfires on the quick U.S. surfaces. But 2025 is different. Her movement is sharper, her serve more aggressive, and she's using the court geometry like a grandmaster moving chess pieces. "I'm not trying to be perfect," she admitted after her last match. "I'm trying to be courageous." That courage was on full display in her 4th-round thriller against a dangerous floater. Down a set, she battled back with quiet fury, grinding points, sliding into corners, unleashing inside-out forehands like flares in the night. Swiatek's quarterfinal opponent is a slugger, someone who will test her pace and patience. But if IGA is in flow, she's not just playing her opponent, she's painting her vision of the game. Quarterfinal matchup: Swiatek versus power baseline threat. Prediction: Swiatek in 3 sets, with a momentum-shifting tiebreak. Glowing star: the supporting cast, don't blink. Though Sabalenka, Gauff, and Swiatek dominate headlines, the rest of the quarterfinalists are no footnotes. In fact, one of them might just steal the show. Name TBD, a qualifier who sliced through the draw with fearless hitting and 0 baggage. Think Emma Raducanu vibes, but with more spin. Name TBD, a former top tenor making a late career push, playing with the freedom of someone with nothing to lose. Name TBD, a double star now excelling in singles, quick hands, brilliant angles, and a smile that belies a killer instinct. These women may not have the ranking or the sponsorship deals, but they have something else: momentum. And in tennis, momentum can topple titans. Chart increasing: what's at stake? Beyond the prize money and ranking points, the Cincinnati Open represents something greater. A springboard into the U.S. Open, the last Grand Slam of the season. For Sabalenka, it's a chance to reassert her dominance and finally claim a major U.S. title. For Gauff, it's about proving her 2023 U.S. Open title wasn't a flash in the pan, but the beginning of an era. For Swiatek, it's about conquering her least favorite surface and silencing the one doubt that remains in an otherwise stellar career. Each woman has something to chase, something to protect, and something to prove. Tennis: the energy in Cincinnati. There's a magic to this tournament, set between the polished prestige of Wimbledon and the chaotic carnival of New York. Cincinnati, with its intimate stadiums and diehard fans, strips the sport back to its essence: racket, ball, heart. You can feel it in the air. The pop of the strings, the gasp of the crowd, the sweat on the baseline. Every point feels like a coin toss, every match a microcosm of the whole season. And this year, the narrative couldn't be juicier. Trophy final prediction: who will take it? Let's go bold. First place medal champion pick, Coco Gauff. Why? She's peaking at the right time. The crowd lifts her. Her game is balanced, and her mentality is battle-hardened. This is her turf now.